Hi everybody, I'm gonna try to do ramen today, and I think the first and most important ingredient of ramen is actually getting a proper stock. To make the stock, I'm gonna try to do a Tonkotsu ramen, which is a pork-based ramen. And I'm gonna, well, to be honest, there's many ways to do this. You can actually boil it in boil some pork bones into a pot with a lot of water for hours and hours. But in this case, I'm gonna try to cheat a little bit. And so what I plan to use is I'm gonna use this pork belly, and I'm gonna use my high pressure rice cooker, the Korean cuckoo. So I think with this I can actually make the stock maybe instead of 3 hours, it's probably gonna do in 2 cycles of 45 minutes. So I think probably an hour and a half. So let's get started. Okay, so the ingredients to basically make the tonkatsu ramen is I'm gonna use this pork belly instead of bones. I just think there is more fat on it, and I think it's gonna add a lot of flavor to the stock. The other thing is I just need some green onions and a little bit of garlic. I have a ton of garlic there. I'm not gonna use all that. Just probably 3 cloves, and probably 1 or 2 of these green onions will go into the pot. So I don't think I'm gonna use the whole thing. I plan to probably take half of this pork belly for the stock, and the other half I'm gonna try to do a crackling pork, which will be in the next video. Okay, I basically just cut the pork belly into little chunks. Those are my green onions, and I put 6 cloves of garlic. I think you can usually just put 3, but I love garlic, so I put a little bit more. Now the trick is just, I think, filling this up with water. I think to the level 4 or 5. I think I'm going to use the level 4 here, which is measured in the rice cooker, and see how that goes. It's a pressure cooker, so I think the water will not evaporate like if you were doing a stock in a pot. So I don't expect the need to add water, but I definitely think after the first cycle I probably will need to add more. So I'm gonna do a first 45-minute batch, and let's get that going. Okay, here goes the water. Now just basically just closing the rice cooker.
Canceling power save. Select the preferred function.
Selecting the
Porridge.
so I pass this. Basically I use the
Mixed rice.
multi-cook.
Glutinous. Baking. Multi-cook. Press the set button. Set cooking time with menu selection button, then press the cook button. Press cook or preset button. Multi-cook 45 minutes. Cooking is starting.
Okay, that's it. So wait for 45 minutes, and let's see how that goes. I think, like I said, I'm gonna probably have to do this twice. So maybe add a little bit more water depending how it looks like. So let's see how it looks in 45 minutes. Okay, well the ramen stock is still being made in the rice cooker. I decided to actually make some crackling pork. I just took the other half of the 1 pound of the pork belly, so this is probably like half a pound. I cut some sections in the back of it. I put some salt, pepper, some Cajun sauce, a little bit of paprika, and just splatter it into it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I'm going to basically put into this thing and actually go into the oven for I think 15 minutes at around 450 Fahrenheit, so it's probably like 270 Celsius. It is a 15-minute process to just cook the pork, and it's a second step to actually crack the pork skin by using the broiler for another 15 minutes. So that gives me enough time to keep making the ramen stock, and I think some small pieces of cracking pork on top of the ramen will be very good. Okay, I poured the pork into the pan. I'm going to try this. I basically do small incisions with the knife. I think that will help when the pork skin actually crackles, so I think it's going to be pretty good. let's see how.
Okay, in the meantime, I put my pork here in the rack. I try to put it in the top because it's gonna be closer to the heating element when I do the broiling, so I think that will help. So 15 minutes.
I got this little timer here. Okay, the first 45-minute cycle is done. Let's take a look and see how it came out. Smells good. I think, just by judging, still looks very clear. I think we definitely need to do another cycle. The good news is the water doesn't seem to have come off too much, so it's reducing, but very slowly, I guess because it's a pressure cooker, so the water cannot escape. I think we just do another 45-minute cycle and see how it goes.
Multi-cook, press the set button. Fermenting bread, multi-cook, press the set button. Set cooking time with menu, press cook or preset button. Multi-cook, 45 minutes. Cooking is starting.
Okay, so we go for another 45 minutes and I think that will be good. Okay, another 45 minutes and this is how it looks. It's not as creamy as I want, but I obviously need to drain it first. And we got all these little bits of bacon, of the pork belly that basically just add all the flavor. So let's see how that goes. I think I'm gonna try to reduce it a little bit and actually simmer it. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so I strain it and put it into this pot. I'm trying to keep it warm as I prepare the rest of the ingredients. It's not as good as I thought, but it's not a bad stock. Definitely better than the stuff you get in some of the restaurants around here. So what I'm doing now is I'm boiling some water and I'm getting ready to prepare the noodles. For that, I actually found these ramen noodles like in the frozen section of the supermarket. I don't know how they are. So I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. And there they go. I think I need to get them loose, so I'm going to use some chopsticks to do that. I think that's the best way. So I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes. And here's the final result. Basically, I finished the pasta, I boiled an egg, and this is the crackling pork I was preparing before. I actually tried to save one of the little bits of the pork belly that was in the stock that look, nice to eat. It's yummy. Why throw it away? Some green onion chopped thinly, and that's it. I actually end up with the right measure for only one portion, although it's a big portion. I think this could be split probably among two people, to be honest. But that's the right size, and I still have a little bit left of the crackling
Starting power save.
pork, so I think maybe I can actually use that for something else later, so I'll just save it.